Good morning, everybody. See, today we are going to study with the AutoCAD three-dimensional solid modeling concept. The solid modeling concept generally it requires the following toolbars. First one is the draw toolbar. We need to go for the draw toolbar. Next, you have to go for the modify toolbar. Then you have to go for the solid editing toolbar. Then you have to go for the modeling toolbar. Then also you have to go for the viewing toolbar, and also you have to go for the UCS toolbar and object snap toolbar. Apart from that, you have to go for that is visual styles for visualizing applications, as well as the rotating. You have to go for the orbit toolbar. These are the toolbars which are required for the solid modeling concept in the AutoCAD. As we know, uh, presently we are working with the X and Y plane, where the third axis is perpendicular to XY plane, and also we have to go for the three-dimensional plane also. To have the 3D view, you have to go for the southwest isometric view. Presently, we are working with the top view where XY plane that is perpendicular. If you want to see the third axis, you have to go for the origin X positive, Y positive, and Z positive also. The opposite sides will be negative direction. You can directly go ahead with the plan, that is top view, or directly you can go ahead with the 3D environment also, 3D workbench. Let's start with the first command, that is box. If you go to box, you can type at the prompt area, or directly you can go for the box command. When you enter to box, it is going to ask the specify the first corner of the box or center. Means you have the two options here. One, directly you can go ahead with the center, as means center of the box it is going to create, as well as you can directly go ahead with the box corner. If you click at one corner, you get the two options. One is cube, another one is the length option. Cube means all sides are equal. You have to enter one length. Whereas if you go to length, it is going to ask the positive x-axis. You have to switch on the auto to get the straight lines. I would like to enter the 200 value. At prompt area I have to see. Now it is asking y-axis. Y-axis means that is positive width. That is width. You have to go for 150. Enter. Then it is asking the height. Height means positive z-axis. This is opposite negative. This is positive z-axis. Value 80. Means we got one box. Okay, by taking the origin, the x-axis, the y-axis, and z-axis. Okay, see, this is seen in the wireframe model. Wireframe means the inside lines will be seen. This is a 2D wireframe. Here you are going to get it. Right now, what we are seeing, the 3D wireframe, the UCS is going to change, and hidden means the inside lines will be hidden. It is shaded, smooth shaded, and conceptual visual stage. The clarity of the object you are going to get here very clear. It is a wireframe. 2D wireframe, 3D wireframe. If you press middle button, there is a pen, I can move it. Presently, we have to study with the working plane concept. That is, we are working with the x-axis, y-axis. Suppose if I can go to box, we have here the option corner. Means the object is in x and y position. Okay, it is going to ask the height. You can directly click on the height. Means you are going to get the box directly, because we have worked on the x and y plane, where the automatically you are going to get the third axis also. And suppose you have another option. If I know two opposite corners, where it includes the x this much, y this much, and z also, you are going to get automatically box. Means directly when you are working with the x, y, z, if you picking point you have x, y, z, you are going to get the box directly. Once again, you can see here, I will go from here to here. Directly I am going to get the box. Or you can go for any also here, where it includes x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. To switch on the midpoint, you have to go for the snapping midpoint, quadrant, tangent, perpendicular. These are the minimum snapping points you require. If I go to middle of this, I got directly box. Planar means the object you have to click in the only one plane. Here you are going to get third axis. Non-planar means where it includes x-axis, y-axis and z-axis also. Next you have the wedge. When you go to wedge, it's just like box only. Now we have to slice box diagonally. You are going to get the wedge. Just like box command only. Click here, right click, go for the length. As I told, it is you can go for the positive x-axis is much 133. That is positive y-axis 103 and this is z-axis. Okay, you are going to get the third axis wedge directly. You are going to get the wedge where it is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Next you have the cone. Cone means if it is going to ask at prompt area the center point, the radius and the height. These are the minimum requirements. Center point, the radius, bottom radius and the height. You can change the top radius here also. You can go for the box, there is cone, click here, radius you can, if you know value, you give here 50. Next it is going to ask the height. Okay, you can go for changing the top radius 25 or 15 and it is going to ask the height and give 100. We are going to get the cone, correct? Changing the top radius. Next you have sphere. Sphere means it is a solid ball. We are working with the solid model where it has got total material. It is solid ring. Get the center point, do the radius 25 radius. We are going to get there is sphere. That is a solid, complete solid. If you know the value, you have to click here. We are going to get the sphere. Next we have cylinder. Cylinder means we have base point, that is center point of the cylinder, then the radius and the height. If you know the value, you can enter here. It is center point, radius and the height you are going to get it. And also we have the other options also. Next we have the torus. Torus means it is a solid ring. What is working at prompt area? You have to see always. There is base point, the center point, and the radius of the tube. The radius of the torus. Then you have to give the radius of the tube, means this radius. Initially it is going to ask the from center point to radius of this one. Then it is going to ask the radius of the tube. Okay. Next you have the pyramid. This is standard pyramid. Click here the base point, center point, and the width and the height. These are all standard solids. Apart from that, you have another common, that is for civil engineering applications. You have given wall or polysolid. For that, you have to go for the height. You have to go for the height and give 120 inches height. Then you have to go for the width. That is 9 inches width you have to give. Okay. Then you are in the start point. Means like this directly you can start the object as per your requirement. Close to start point. These are called standard solids. This is a plane, just a plane surface where you have to work on the planar application. This is a plane, just 2D plane. These are called standard solids. These can be seen from the top view how it looks. You go for the bottom view. Here you can see here from the bottom side, then left view, right view, front view, right view, southwest, southeast, northeast, northwest. Depending upon the user requirement, you have to change the value. Yes. See, as per the standard solids, you can change as well, but generally we are working with the top view as well as the southeast isometric view. Generally in AutoCAD software, the object is going to change the view as per the customer requirement. So keep in mind that we should go for the actually working face towards our side. Then you can work very easily. This is the practical machining concept. You can save these files as a solid standard solids. is a standard solid. The version can change it also. If you want to go for the non standard solid.